Kendrick killed Drake's Ghostwriter Beam over a year ago.
20v1. It's a 1v20. If I gotta smack N-words that right with you. Damn, Beam. Beam, I ain't gonna hold you. I know you was sitting at home. Beam, listen to me, Beam. I ain't gonna hold you. I know you was just sitting at home and Kendrick Lamar was rapping like that. You was like, damn, I gotta get smacked. You was just sitting at home minding your own business, being a regular little tuna ghostwriter, and then Kendrick Lamar said, I gotta slap people that right with you. You're like, damn. I'm starting to realize that a lot of y'all was getting targeted during this freaking beef with Kendrick Lamar and Drake. A lot of y'all ghostwriters probably is feeling uneasy on the backside. Y'all feeling uneasy on the back line when somebody say it's a 1v20 if I gotta smack N-words that right with you. Damn! Damn, Beam!
What up, words? Your boy Challz Brown back again. Talking facts. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit notification bell. Keep sending those cash apps to CLBMG. Join the membership gang. Listen, I didn't know who Beam was. I'm just gonna be honest. When I heard Euphoria over a year ago, I didn't know who Beam was, but your boy Kendrick knew who he was, and he headshotted him last year. Your boy has no chance. He already cooked. He already fried up. He dead, gang. How you shoot a nigga that nobody know who he is? No one knew who he was, bro. This line right here ain't 20v1. It's 1v20 if I gotta smack the niggas that right with you. Yeah, bring him out too. I'll clean him out too. Tell Beam that he better stay right with you. Am I battling Ghost or AI? Gang, these lines... This guy was on he was on another level, gang. He was already telling you, I know the guy you got over there pinning your stuff, right? We were still talking about what's your homeboy from back in the day, right? Quentin Miller. We didn't know nothing about who Beam was. This guy got insider information, right? He said, do you ever think OVO was working for me? Somehow, some way, he knew who Beam was and them crooks, the producer and all that. I'm like, how did this guy know this? But I'm going to go on a limb and say, end of the day, if I'm a ghostwriter and I'm just in silence, I'm in the cut, just doing what ghosts do, and dudes, I get a headshot. I'm like, damn, how do you even know I'm in the shadows, G? What the hell? Why do you even know I was over there? How do you see me? I'm invisible. The dude had an invisible cloak, gang. We're here to point where all of that stuff from last year is coming out. This was in April. This thing was dropped last April, and we still are making videos on this song. We're still getting revelations from these bars. It's still getting to a point. There are things to still dissect, and I know many of you guys didn't catch that line because I didn't. I know a lot of us, that thing he said, when he said that line, I know a lot of us broke a lot of those breakdowns. No one said, well, that's Beam. He from Toronto. Like, I don't even know where Beam from. Where he from? Like, I don't even know nothing about this guy, gang. But he caught like 7 strays in one damn line. AI, your ghostwriter, what is all this? There's a lot going on. It was a lot of mystery last year. Remember, your boy Ebony Prince came out talking. He's like, listen, it's a lot of stuff going on, Drake. You don't want me to tell him. But at the end of the day, I want to read this because what we had was right now, all this stuff with Beam is coming up. Now Beam will be one of the most famous people on earth. He's gonna be infamous in this hip-hop space because we're getting a guy that absolutely from nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. And apparently there was a fight. Apparently they done beat up the producer. They done caught the producer so the producer of Beam's producer, who clearly is already credited on Drake's album of, I believe, For All the Dogs and some other albums. So this guy been around. He been writing for this guy for a while. He's in the credits, and I'm about to single-handedly, I got something that I got a bone to pick with hip hop because I'm going to single-handedly, I'm going on a mission. This is a personal mission. I'm going to change the narrative that they're not a ghost if they're credited. I'm starting to realize that's a dumbass narrative. If you put a name in a bunch of credits, that don't mean you're disclosing to the world that guy wrote that. Any one of them songs got 10 names in the credits or whatever. If I got to hear from a leak, from a reference track a year later, right? They leaked the Trump Tower song, They leaked that song, and somehow they start crediting that song to Beam because the leak was side by side with Beam and with Drake. They played both versions, and you clearly see that Beam did the song and Drake memorized it and recorded it and put it out, right? If I gotta find out, and that's well, they ain't put the song out. getting ahead of myself. They didn't put that song out yet, but it's allegedly supposed to be on the Iceman album. So they might not even can't even use that album. But homeboy, the producer, probably gonna leak that and a whole lot more because they done pissed him off. They done did some. The brown paper bag of cash didn't come, and that he was expecting. He had to pay some bills. The brown paper bag didn't come, so the bubble bath rapper burnt him. So now he's like, all right, well, we're gonna see then. So then he leaked that and probably leaked some more stuff. But at the end of the day, Beam was credited on that because of the producer leaking that. No one knows nothing about this guy. This ain't the first song he did with him. He done quite a few. He's been doing music with this guy for years, right? And no one knew. So to me, I'm just a hip hop dude, gang, and I'm standing up for hip hop. If I gotta go and somebody gotta leak that you memorized that reference track, that's a ghostwriter, gang. Like that, this little industry technical, they got technicalities. Well, if he's in the credit, then he can't technically be a ghost. Fuck that. We already stop that right now. If Nas got, what if we found out that all them tracks Nas got, that little third name, whatever third name is in there, it's a motherfucker that writing everything, that's a motherfucking ghost, gang. You know, okay? That is literally the definition of a ghost. So if it comes out that all these different artists that we love, DMX is a random name in there, James Mackey or some bullshit like whatever, Sam Snead or whatever fuck it is, whatever name is in there, and he was the one writing all this shit, that's a literal ghost. So all that narrative that if he's in the credit, he can't be a ghost because he can't be a ghost because they not saying that he's the writer. Right? That credit shit ain't flying no more. So I'm going to single-handedly change that narrative that these guys are ghosts. And I believe that this guy literally is one of the biggest ghost writers because the way this thing is playing out, this is one of the biggest scandals we've seen in hip hop because what's going on is the not only is the producer releasing these tracks, he's saying that you guys not only do foul stuff with this music, you guys he talking some other shit like you're going to jail tonight because the stuff he knows. So he's saying not only you niggas foul with this music and these beats, y'all motherfuckers know what y'all did last summer. He got some agenda where he's trying to put niggas in jail. So the Drake got to stop paying these dudes. Guys, like, you just pay these niggas. Guys, what we talking about? Like, you paid them for like a couple years, but now bro mad about something. I guarantee you, I said in my other video, I think he mad that the producer's name is Dim Crux, and he produces for Beam. I don't think he's crashing out for himself. I think something happened with Beam. They played Beam some kind of way. They trying to do, at some of the time, if niggas is slimy gang, they don't change. Like, it's like the story about the scorpion and the turtle. The turtle goes across the river. The scorpion needs a ride across the river. He said, listen, I'm gonna let you ride on my back, but don't sting me. I know it's in your nature to sting. I'm gonna die. If you sting me, I'm gonna die, and we're both gonna fall to the bottom of the river. The scorpion was like, bet. He get halfway across the river on the turtle's back. He sting the turtle in the back. He said, why'd you do that? We both gonna die. The scorpion's like, I'm a scorpion, gang. This is what I do. So sooner or later, if it's a slimy motherfucker, right, sooner or later, he gonna be slimy, right? It is what it is. I got in a business deal with a nigga. I used to do these shows, and I did a show with a nigga named Sneaky Pete. Guess what he did? He sneaked me. He did some fuck shit, tried to burn me. I was like, God damn. Then I thought about it. I was like, Charles, you did business with a nigga named Sneaky Pete. What did you expect to happen? He was sneaky and he was Pete. Right? It happened. He did what he did. So it's like, if you got these slimy motherfuckers, they're going to do what they do. But at the end of the day, now poor Beam don't have nothing to do with none of this, but now he do. Because now this boy Kendrick had to sit there and say, if I got to battle you and your ghostwriters, tell Beam and stay right this and that and the third, this is where we are. I want to read this and have a conversation. Because this is genius, gang. It's just this guy, every time you fall out of love or you be like, yo, this dude, like, he become like just a regular, you realize, yo, he did stuff on another level, even when you thought you figured it all out. Like all of them breakdowns, y'all still didn't. You missed it. You missed something, gang. Look right there. You missed something. Euphoria serves as Kendrick's highly anticipated response to Drake's April 2024 diss track, Push Ups, and the tailor-made freestyle. So it was two diss tracks that we all know that Drake dropped. And this was the response. We was all waiting for that. Them superpowers been neutralized. We was waiting on that, and it came. Which came after Kendrick targeted Drake, J. Cole, and Future on Drake and J. Cole on Future and Metro Boomin's March 24 single Like That. His first solo release since his 2022 album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, which to me is a classic. I know some of you guys wasn't ready to get therapeutic. Some of you guys are afraid of your emotions and things of that nature, but I thought that album was genius, right? And I know some of you guys lock in on just beats. I don't like that beat. I don't really like how to snake. Mr. Morale to me is a classic piece of work. I think it changed the history of hip hop, the trajectory. I think you're going to have to be able to say something these days. You're not going to just be able to just coast along doing this vibe shit. That's why these guys having a lot of trouble selling, right? Young Thug, I think he did like 40,000, like, so it's not going to be easy to sell like it used to be because this guy injected some damn substance into this shit with the Mr. Morale project. That's just me. But let me continue. This surprise drop, Euphoria, on YouTube on April 30th, 2024 at 8:24 a.m. Pacific Standard Time as a subtle nod to fellow Los Angeles legend and former Laker, the late Kobe Bryant. Right? That's conjecture. Someone wrote, this is on Genius. Someone wrote that, so I'm going to take that with a grain of salt. Let me continue. 8 and 24 were Kobe's jersey's number. Euphoria became available via streaming services within a few hours later. You got to remember, when he dropped this joint, no one saw this coming. Like, and next thing you know, it's on streaming services, blah, blah. This thing was a masterclass of MCing. Literally, it's fanning out to be one of the greatest disc records of all time because how calculated it was. Now, we got most disc records in history. You can dissect that thing. You give it a week, that thing is already, everything that he said, you got it all. We got it. It's good. Boom, you move on. There's nothing God damn, y'all niggas, like the Ice Cube versus NWA, all these records, you could dissect the whole thing, hit them up, all the stuff. You can dissect it. You got a couple days. Everything is there. This thing, it's a year later, a year and change. It's almost a year and a half. We still pulling out stuff out of this record, gang. I told you, he had shot this motherfucker a year ago. This shit came around like remember that YouTube movie where the guy he had the gun like this and he closed his eyes and he flung the gun and shot it and then went all the way around in a complete circle and hit the girl in the head behind a tree way down in the other end of the park. Yeah, it's that. He swung he swung it like this and swung it. This shit went in a circle, bang, hit this nigga a year later. So gang, this dude caught it straight for no reason, just being a ghostwriter, just doing his job. Let me continue. The song has 3 distinct parts playing off his bar on the previously mentioned Like That. F sneak dissing first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. So there's a whole lot going on with the song. I ain't gonna do the whole breakdown. I just wanted to say that, bro, this dude is a masterclass. This is what we needed in hip hop. He's really, really showing us that it's levels to this. And this is why the bubble bath rapper ain't on that level. He's still spiraling. How did he say? He's scraping and scrambling. Gang still. The lawsuit just got canceled. Dude still trying to figure out what happened with that, talking about appeal. You can't change it. You can't introduce new information in an appeal game. Nobody wants to tell them that. They just want to watch. They like it because, you know, like I said, we eating really good. Us YouTubers, gang, we eating Hungry Man TV dinners. We eating real good right now. So there will be no restitution. The appeal is over, gang. I don't know, contrary to what Maul wants you to believe, the appeal is over. The thing is over. It ain't, well, what Drake says gold. No, it ain't like that. We got this fool still thinking that he can release this Iceman album. I think that it's going to be a problem now. First of all, the episodes ain't working, but not only that, not only the episodes not working, bro is probably going to release half this shit. It's not going to stop because bro right now, I told you he Ebony 2K Prince right now. He got a whole bunch of secret information that he want the world to know because something pissed him off. He feel a certain way, and like I said, your bro think he's impervious to just any type of repercussions because I think they've been getting away with shit for so long. They've been getting away with shit for so long. Bro got a fucking basketball gym in his house. He don't really worry about things, gang. Like, he really don't worry about things. He just go shoot some hoops, pour some Kool-Aid. This motherfucker ain't thinking about what y'all talking about. So it's like, bro just gonna have to figure out, okay, I gotta stop. Just stop paying dudes, right? Like, at some point, somebody gonna be like, bro, like, did you pay him? Did you send a check? Come on, bro. Like, you know how this goes. They keep sending these reference tracks. At some point, this gonna hurt your career. Like, just pay him. I got the address. Just send it. No, he don't do Cashapp. Just send him the check, please. Just send him the check. Da-da-da. Just FedEx the shit. Get there in a couple hours, gang. So I think what this is, we're looking at another guy. Now he's going to be dragged into this. This Beam guy is going to be dragged into this. This is historic forever. Now that Kendrick spoke his name and now these reference tracks dropped with him spitting these verses and doing these songs, which in my opinion, he did them better than Drake did them, gang. And I know if you're the guy that wrote them, it should be better. But to me, and I was saying on my other video, I'm like, it's getting clear that these guys are better. They're better than him. Like, I'm just like, if these tracks were really released by the guy, they would be cold as shit. We'd be like, yo, bro, low key cold. You heard this nigga named Beam? This nigga, all right. Like, it would be a different animal. It's like that. Like I say it all the time. That party on that damn Ratchet Happy Birthday. This motherfucker, he's singing from the gut, gang. Like, he's singing from the soul. And this is why I feel like that. To me, this is what makes the ghostwriting thing such a problem, because you're taking someone's really their whole everything that they feel. This is their thoughts. This is their life. This is how they present themselves in the morning. Gang, like, you know what I'm saying? How KRS say hip hop is how you walk, talk, da da da. Like, yo, listen. This is a guy how he do his things. So for you to put that on a reference track, then give it to somebody else, for them to memorize it and say it the way that he said it, the way he felt. Because a lot of these guys are just humming. They're like, they making this stuff up from their gut, gang. So for you to memorize that, something, in my opinion, if you're claiming to be a hip hop artist, something's wrong with you, in my opinion. I just can't respect it, because rap is too personal. Hip hop is too personal to just say, okay, give me the track, I'm going to memorize it just like you said, and I'm going to do what you do, and that's how I'm going to do the song. I think it's too personal for that. I know we got this whole thing where pop artists do it. Well, that's pop. Hip-hop is supposed to be your personal thoughts, how you personally feel. And I'm going to be honest, we let Dr. Dre do it for years. We let Eazy-E get away with it. We let a lot of people get away with it. But at the end of the day, when we start naming who is top five, their names don't come up. We do not acknowledge them when we start talking about top 5 anything. They got asterisks by their name, and he needs one too. All right? I'm going to leave it at that, man. CLBMG. Let me know what you think in the comments. Head on over to black-yeti.com. They ship all over the continental U.S. Let them know who sent you. Also, every Wednesday night, we go live, me, TJ, and Fliz on The What Show. About 9:15 on all my social media platforms. Plus, I got the Patreon about to start popping off. Tap in. I'm going to have some information on that real soon, all right? I'm going to catch you on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there. We out. Grab my pocket knife too. Let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6 man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard, put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim. And left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within, with the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin. With the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first I took a block down on the west side end, and then secured a spot with some goons and some kin. And then sent out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months time, the city like that's him. Oh yeah, he the one that moved the hustle to the burbs. And yeah, he the one that knocked the hustlers off the curb. And yeah, he the one that set up shop without a word. And he the one that got it cracking, and all he did was rapping by the Hooters. I kept killers from being shooters. Put a mic in a thug's hand, now he loyal like Pats fans. Take a man off the streets past the needles and crack cans. Promise mama to keep him safe, then put some food in his face and he'll kill for you. But I don't need him for that. Click like, click share, tell them bitches we back. Share the whole location, tell them niggas where we at. Cause we out here, we ain't the cheese, we the trap.